According to you, what is love and what made you fall in love?
Love is the best thing to happen, which has happened in my life. In everybody's life, I think, if you're not falling in love, you're not living actually.
In the 50 years love, what has cinema given you?
I lost my mom very young, you know, and I realized that, cinema is my mother.
You have had, we have had Sultan.
Ada, don't put me in your generation. Or you will not believe the kind of buffoon I am at home.
I'm very excited because this is a very special episode. She's an actress, director, writer, lyricist, dubbing artist, anchor, and whatnot. A wonderful mother, and she's everything. I am so glad to welcome Rohini ma'am to my show, to my English podcast. Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good and so happy to be here at last.
Yeah.
Or English podcast.
Yeah, you look amazing. This is like,
This is how I dress up.
okay.
So then, Tamilukuna, you will go in sari. Englishkuna, you'll come like this. It's not like that. So I hosted a show earlier and I used to wear these coats and all. And suddenly, this morning, as I was getting ready, I thought, why not wear this after such a long time and be myself little more than what everybody expects me to be like. See, this morning I went to the book fair to address children. I thought, should I wear sari for that and come here? And I don't know. I'll dress up as I want to dress up, and then let them see me and let them also understand, it's okay
It
to
is.
dress up அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. So it's kind of we all dress up as we want to dress
Yes,
up.
yes.
But when we come on the screen or in Mari interviews and all, we have to stick to that one image what people have created for us. It's not that I created it. I actually want to break that, and that's why I kind of do some movies like Action Hero Biju. That's a very slightly negative character or selfish character, you can say. For an actor, it is very, very limiting if it happens you are only typecast.
Yeah.
So even in life, I don't want to be typecast.
Yeah, I'm seeing
Yeah.
that. And did you realize that it's been 50 years
Yeah.
that you have entered this
This
industry?
is my 50th year. Actually.
Yes, and congratulations
Thank
for
you so
that.
much.
So I'm gonna start with this conversation only. Okay,
Yeah.
we know 50 years. Your contribution to cinema is it's limitless. You have done so many things in our industry, to our industry, and I want to ask you, in the 50 years left, what has cinema given you?
This morning, I was talking to a friend of mine. Suddenly, something happened, and something very negative about a film came out from that friend's mouth. So, don't say that. Even if I'm not part of the film, even if something happened to me on the sets or anything, they disrespected me or something happened. But I can't say anything negative to the film, or I can't think of anything negative happening to a film, cinema industry, cinema as such. And I was thinking about it as I was driving. I lost my mom very young, you know, and I realized that, cinema is my mother. Because as a child, I didn't realize I was put into this thing without my knowledge and all that. But then uh, whenever I was in trouble, whenever I was disturbed, If I was in the sets, I'm very happy. And at the end of the day, I finish shoot and come back, and nothing bothers me. So that means, like, this cinema has taken care of me as a mother. And this morning, I was thinking, actually, cinema is my mother.
Wow. Like that's very touching. Like
Yeah.
I don't hear it from a lot of people. They see cinema as business, they see cinema as different things, but I think nobody has ever told this.
Yeah, that's what has happened. Like, it has taken care of me emotionally, financially, and artistically,
Mm-mm.
because art heals us.
Yeah.
So I've been in this industry with the opportunity to earn at the same time, to grow at the same time, but at the same time, uh, be engulfed by art. Of course, I have also, like, tried to take full advantage of it. I didn't stop just with acting.
Yeah.
I wanted to write lyrics, I wanted to write, I wanted to do theater. And not many people have seen my theater performances. I wish to do many more, which is like on the popular theater. But in Tamil theater, I'm quite active.
Okay.
So theater, or direction, or dubbing, voice work. So everything and anything of a cinema, of a movie, I wanted to be there. Like, I want to do something with sound. If I can be that person who can design a sound for a movie, but I would like to learn propera and then come and do that, because that is one of the things I really love. You know, the sound of a film. So that way, like, I also, like, embraced this art with my whole heart and my being.
Wow, that's amazing. And we all know you. Like you voice out for a lot of things. You've been on a very serious side. But
No.
what will Rohini ma'am do at her place or a chill day, Abhina? What would it look like or sound like in Rohini ma'am's life?
Or you will not believe the kind of buffoon I am at home.
Okay.
My son doesn't take me seriously because he sees the other side of me.
Huh.
My son and myself, now he's quite tall. Till he became, like, more taller and more, we used to have these fist fights.
Really?
And this kid had very short hair, and I had long hair, obviously, and so he used to என் முடியை பிடிச்சிட்டு அவன் முடியை பிடிக்கிறதுக்கு I can't because it is too short. And since he doesn't have siblings, nala, I'm his playmate, I'm his pillow, I'm his, like, all that. And he can come and cry to me, he can come and fight and everything. So we sort of, like, we're like that, more than mother and child. And also, that side of me only kept me going, I feel. I'm not that serious at all. Of course, I do respond to issues.
So usually humans' or the biggest fear is to lose people. They can face anything, but not this. So as you mentioned earlier, you have lost your mother at a very young age, and Rishi also lost his dad at a very young age. So you would have understood the child's mentality exactly. You would have known exactly what he was going through. And how was that phase of life, or how did you make him feel that it was part of life, and that how did you bring that stability into his life?
You can never make the child understand it is part of life. No, you can never. It's never okay. I'm 55 years old now, 54 and 55 going on. I'm not okay with my mom's demise still. So it's like that. Only thing I could understand is that it will never be okay with Rishi அப்படின்றது. For Rishi uh, losing a parent. அது மட்டும்தான் I've because I have experienced.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just took my instinct. I took help from a lot of my friends who are psychiatrists, therapists. I've asked them, and it was my instinct actually. Um, I just wanted to be with him, wanted to be there for him if he wanted to talk or he wanted to break down or he wanted to fight, he wanted to cry. Even when he was not talking to me, I was like there, saying that, like, I'm here, no matter what, I'm here. It was difficult, um, but he understood that, he came through, and it took a long time for him to take that extended hand of mine. It took a very long time, and my very good friends told me that don't expect him to just, like, so he used to act very normal, and he used to try to make me laugh.
Oh.
So if I was sitting down and not laughing or smiling, he'll do something very funny. If I cry, he can't see. So he will do something. So that was very, very heartbreaking for me, because, like, the kid is trying to make me feel better. And that broke my heart. And once or twice, like, I didn't pick up the phone call. He used to call me so many times. He called many people, and I asked him why. He said, I got worried. Why you didn't? So that's when I understood how deep is that worry. Why mom's not picking me? Even now he's 25 years old, so it has to be that, second ring, third ring, I have to pick up. I still tell him, like, it's not possible, Rishi. But still, I do understand. I do understand where it is coming from. So I kind of, like, I tell him. So he says, like, you take care of yourself. I said, yes.
We have seen you mention Raghuran's in a lot of places, a lot of stages. We know the love you have for him. But at some point of life, did you think that you might need a companionship later in life, or you might need a companionship at that phase of life, or did you think about anything about having a
No,
companionship?
I did, because my brothers were, my friends, they kept insisting, but then, like, I did. Of course, you need a companion in life. You need somebody to, like, share everything and everything. So here, there's this, like, all therapists will, like, will say, like, you have to get out of that block அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, because it's it's losing a parent, and being in that place has actually, like, affected me so much that, I didn't want anybody to come between me and Rishi. That's a wrong decision, actually. uh, why should it have been that between us? Could have been with us, Ilya.
Okay, yeah.
I was never open, I think. And my thing was, like, um, I was very, very what do you say, I became very
Closed.
closed for everything, and closed for even trying to take it forward with uh, some people I met, or my brothers made me meet, and my friends also. Uh, I think I started loving my freedom too much, for that matter.
Are you trying to open those doors at least now?
I don't know, man. And somebody has to come and try to be, open, because, like you said, you're nervous when you met me. I could sense the nervousness in everybody I meet. It's very, very tricky situation where, like, they don't see me as that one personality and see me as a person. Ange nobody comes, nobody crosses that line and comes, because I also come across as this one. which
But
I'm
I know
not.
I would like to tell all of them, like after few minutes you will meet a very very different chill person.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean now I feel very comfortable
Comfortable, yeah.
around you. Yeah,
I,
and
I think I put people off Nanakaran sometimes
no,
with
no, no. Might be
my,
something else, but
yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
it's interesting. And in a lot of stages, you have mentioned Rishi about Rishi also. Like whenever you mention Rishi's name, I could see that pride in your eyes. Your eyes goes like Rishi. So it comes like that. There's a separate light over there, and you're so happy when you talk about him. So tell me, what does Rishi mean to you in your life?
Rishi is my best friend right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm his best friend actually. You better tell him that.
Yeah, definitely. Rishi will be watching this.
Yeah, I know. I hope he watches it and he disapproves of everything I do. So that kind of like, brings me to ground because everybody else like, ஆஹா ஓஹோ அப்படின்வாங்க அதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. So he hates my English. He thinks I am
Oh God.
very
I am again nervous now.
பாருங்க யோசிச்சு பாருங்க.
Oh God, yeah.
So if he was sitting here, he would say, "No, you said this wrong. You said that wrong." I said, "Shut up." With the education I have had, I think I'm really good. அப்படின்னு. And this kid is like, even if Rishi was not my son, if I had met him normally like somebody else's son also, I would have really liked him a lot. I really cute he is, and he's little adamant like his dad.
Okay.
But adamant in a right way. He wants to do what he wants to do. He will not listen to me. He has to fall and get up. And at this point of time, I think good that he falls and gets up on his own. But he gets up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the important.
that's very nice. So I'm very happy with the way he is handling his stuff. I still need to one kuttify on his sometimes. That is what mothers are for, and that's what he needs me to do. And he still hates my English, and he keeps correcting me.
She's very good. She's very very good.
Look at my English. So
Yeah.
imagine what standards this kid is.
I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm not gonna talk to him.
Avadina, you speak like one Indian Tamil mom. Avadina mama.
Okay.
Anyways, that's Rishi.
Then
to
how do you cope up with his generational things? Because you have had, now Takkan we have had Sultan.
Ada, don't put me in your generation.
I'm an
older
old
than
soul,
you.
so it just comes naturally to
Oh
me.
yeah, please don't become that.
Okay.
See, I became that, and I think that I have lost that long ago.
Yeah,
Dina.
okay. You have had a very different life, very different childhood, very different environment altogether. But his generation is completely different. So how do you cope up with this generational thoughts or his wishes or anything what he looks for? How do you cope up
Actually,
that?
these kids are very chill kids. no?
Really?
Like, really, man.
Okay.
I love being with them. And only thing is like they think we don't know anything. But then when something happens and we have pointed it out, they'll say, "Yeah, you said," but they don't want to accept their faults. But still, I feel they have so much of information at their fingertips, and they're also trying to do more. So that's what I tell my son. You don't have to do so much. You don't enjoy your time. You be that foolish person for some time and be that or worry less and do more and chill more and all that. So that is where I feel they're losing out, or that innocence is not there. That they know all actually.
Yeah.
They know a lot because they are exposed to so much and they are pushing themselves too much, I feel. And I think actually our generation has done that to the kids, to have to obtain insulator.
You gotta
Even
settle down.
I did that as a child when she was a child, and I used to say all that. But then at one point of time, when he was in the 12th standard, I said, no, I realized my mistake. No, you don't have to run like that. You can chill and you can take it slow. Um, you learn as you go, not like, be there before everybody obtains it. So the only that area is slightly there. But then with all that, also, um, they know how to have fun. But the idea of having fun has become more of more with gadgets அப்படின்றது, more with other things அப்படின்றது.
நிறைய இடத்துல I've seen you voicing out for a lot of things, but I want to talk particularly about objectification of women's body. So I feel a lot of things happen because they see women's body as something very, it is not a normal thing for them. They see it very differently till date. So, what do you think about this objectification things? Because today I had to, bring in a lot of confidence to wear the sleeves without waxing. I had to, think at least 5 to 6 times. Okay, what would people see if my hands are like this? What would they comment or anything? And finally, I was like, it's okay. It's my body. Like, even everybody has this. So I had to think for at least 5 minutes to wear this dress. So I want to ask you, how how do you see this?
See, we unfortunately, for 3 generations or 5 generations, we have been trained to look at a women as a body rather than a mind.
Yeah.
Um, that has been done by mothers and fathers both.
Yeah.
The society, basically, they wanted the girl child or the woman in the society to, they have given a designated place. To get into that space, you have to cut all her wings and put her there. And if you like, see even now, all the songs which are written for girls, for women, you're like a flower, you're like the moon, all like, very soft,
Soft and
no,
delicate. ones.
delicate.
Yeah.
So by even those, the language which they have used also has been used for, so for a man it is used as like, Veeram, like, the sun, the the warrior. But no, we were not like that. So somewhere this was made into a norm, and then we were, our lives were poured into that mold. So that molding has happened, and subconsciously it has happened to us. As a child, your mother would have put it into your mind. You would have observed yourself, because you were always exposed to uh, a woman is beauty.
Yeah.
No, you have never questioned it. We were never made to question it. We were made to feel proud about the beauty, right? But beauty is only one part of us. What you want to do with your personality, what you want to do with your life, does not happen because of that beauty. The beauty changes its color after some time, 40, 45, 50, 60. Then what are you? So, are you that person who is like, only working for the next generation to become somebody, like you're training the next generation? If it is a girl, you train the girl to be like you. It is a training center I call the
House is a-
household of our Indian household is a training center for a girl. You're trained to go and cook for the other house. You're trained to take care of the others. You're trained to behave in a certain way that you bring only pride to the other and your family also.
Yeah.
If you wear sleeveless, how can you wear? How can you go without a dupatta? எந்த வீட்ல இருந்து வர்ற நீ? No, no. In our household, we never like that. Where is this coming from? We've never trained our kids to question, or they have never trained us to. So this is the generation where we started looking at all these things. Why we have to be a body? I want to be the mind. A boy is termed as a person who is intellectual. When you come to your girl, she's very good homemaker. Why your son is not a good homemaker then? Does that mean that he cannot become a good homemaker? So you're not bothered about a son being a good homemaker. Your son is only trained to bring means. That bifurcated thing is merging a lot now. So now we have to tell ourselves, first of all, we have to undo all the training, and then we have to be very careful about what language we are using when you are talking about a girl or a boy, or to your sisters, or to your brothers, or to your partner. What kind of language you are using me, like, you know. So my son bought one t-shirt to me from Emery. So he started working. So he bought a t-shirt. Says Emery mom. So I said, I'm more than a mom. My personality is more than a mom. You should start looking at me not just a mom. You should look at me as a person. What is it you see in me, and what is it you think I need to feel proud about? I definitely feel proud that I'm a good mom, but you also put me in that bracket of the proud mom of Emery student. No, now it is time for you to stand next to me and say that, you know. But we have to ask for it now. And first of all, to ask for it, we have to free ourselves. It's okay. It's okay to come out. You dress up for yourself. That's the best thing. So that's what I did today.
Me too.
Good.
According to you, what is love, and what made you fall in love?
Love is the best thing to which has happened in my life. In everybody's life, I think, like, you know, if you're not falling in love, you're not living actually.